Oh my goodness. I just got a glimpse at this little color combo right here. Yo. I'm so hyped, man. Chef Chris is in the building. Oh, it's all coming together. We are almost there, folks. What is going on, my modders? Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time on the channel and you've never heard of Moddism before, Moddism is the worldwide community and lifestyle of modding vehicles. But if you want to learn more about us and represent us with merch like this hoodie, or with this banner, be sure to go to moddism.com, link in the description below. That's where all of our merchandise and information is located. Anyways, folks, hopping right into it. So last time we installed the GTR fenders. If you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend you watch it after this one. So on this episode, we're now going to start the wrapping process. We got Shop Dog with us, but we got the Skyline parked up in the garage. As you guys know, it is currently black, and we will be wrapping it today. Courtesy of Ravuni. Shoutouts to Ravuni. Absolutely love this brand. This is the same company that sponsored the lavender wrap on the Civic Si, and I really enjoyed working with the material, so I'm super hyped about this. And of course, if any of you want to wrap your car in Ravuni vinyl, I have a discount code just for you guys, so be sure to utilize that while you can. As you can see, the car is still filthy. I'm not going to be washing it, which might surprise some of you guys, but I actually did the same thing with the Civic Si. Literally didn't wash it for 3 weeks, and then I started the wrapping process. It's nothing crazy. You just go over every single panel that you're about to wrap with rubbing alcohol. That's some triple S, and you're all good. But as you can see, I started sanding down some of the areas where the clear coat is fading, because if you're wrapping over a surface with clear coat that's fading, you can actually lift up pieces of clear coat, which just results in debris that's super hard to remove from the underside of the wrap. So for the best finish possible, we smooth everything out. But here's a look at the GTR fenders that Brian installed last time. Huge shout outs to Brian, he did an amazing job. And I also want to give a huge shout outs to Christian and the rest of the Lamelli team. They did a really great job painting the fenders. But now it's time to wrap the car. But without further ado, let's pop this bad boy open and see what color we'll wrap in the Skyline. Alright, folks. Little Ravuni reveal. So the color I'm going to be wrapping the Skyline. Last chance to place guesses. 3, 2, 1. Too late. Bum, 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 bum. Ta-da! We're going to be wrapping the Skyline yellow. Let's get this set up real quick. So now that we have the vinyl all set up on the jack stand, let's take a closer look. Look at this. Purdy yellow. Damn, son. Y'all know me, I'm not really a fan of metallic paints and wraps, so we went with the no pearl, strictly gloss yellow. But the reason I went with yellow is because I'm a huge Honda lover, and as you guys know, Phoenix yellow on the Type Rs looks amazing. Plus, we're rocking some Buddy Club P1 wheels, which have a lot of Honda heritage, so this is perfect. There it is, folks. Ravuni gloss yellow. Shout outs. But anyway, let's get started. Alright, so we got our Avery Dennison tool belt on. But first things first, we're going to replace this buffer because you don't want to scratch the wrap. Here's a little up close look. You can see it got some little felt balls. I don't know what you call them, but it's almost like lint. Yeah, those little pieces can end up scratching your car because there's probably also some debris in here. But every time you start a wrap, you want to swap out the buffer or swap out the squeegee entirely. Here we have our strips of felt buffer. All you gotta do is cut out a little piece that fits exactly right there and you should be good. Just got it smeared in the center, and then this is the important part. You want to make sure that it's across the edge, full coverage, you know what I'm saying? Then once you got it done like that, just fold it over. Bam, son. Bam, son. There we go. Alright, now we got a fresh new buffer and we're ready to rock. But first, just a quick overview of all the tools I have in my tool belt and what I use to wrap this car. Now, this doesn't fit in my tool belt, but this is my best friend right here, my Weldy heat gun. It was about like 250 bucks, which is pretty pricey up front, but it's an investment. It's never failed me. Got a heat guard, which I would have burned myself had it not been there many times. Adjustable heat settings, very cool. I'm not even sponsored by them, but it's a really good product that I believe in. Next up, Triple S. Funny story, that's actually the guy that taught me how to wrap. His name is Justin Pate. Really nice guy. But this stuff right here is great for wrap install, wrap upkeep, and wrap removal. It does it all. And it smells like strawberry lemonade, which is a plus. And then we also have some 70% rubbing alcohol because 50 was a little bit too weak when it comes to dirt and grime. 90 is a bit too strong and it can take off clear coat. 70 is where you want it to be. And in my tool belt itself, so first up, we got some masking tape. This is great for areas like the windshield, because if you don't have any of this on the windshield and you go to wrap it, it's going to stick more than you want it to, and it's going to be a pain in the ass. But with this stuff, it makes the install much easier. Now, if you're not brave enough to cut on cars, knifeless tape is your best friend. It's a little pricey, but you know, it's well worth it. And I'll definitely have to use some of this on the roof later because the roof and the pillars are all connected in one piece. And although I'm confident cutting on my own car, I don't think I can get it as straight as knifeless tape could. So this right here, knifeless tape, aka Design Line, perfect stuff. Of course, you want a measuring tape when you're wrapping. Measure twice or 3 times, cut once. Don't be like me. I've made the mistake many times where I was overconfident and I ended up being short after I did the whole panel. So yeah, get a measuring tape. You'll save yourself a lot of headache. Of course, as mentioned earlier, we have a squeegee. This one is the Wrap Institute Platinum Squeegee. I really love this one because it's made of nice thick material and it also has a 90-degree corner on one side and a rounded corner on the other side, and of course we got that new felt buffer on there. Now as far as my cutting and tuck tools, we got some wrap axes from the Wrap Institute. These are really great because if you don't feel good about cutting on your car, this can slice through the vinyl without cutting the paint at all, like literally. It's plastic, you know? So it's great for chrome deletes, and if you just want to tuck anything underneath the little window trims, it's awesome. And this right here is my NT cutter blade. Look at that. So I believe the angle of this blade is what makes it so special. Because if you're cutting with a 90-degree blade, it's really easy to cut into the paint. But because of this angle, it goes well with the pressure of your hand, so it's a lot harder to cut your car. Not impossible, but a lot harder. This I absolutely love. Next up, we have some edge tape right here. So this is some clear 3M tape that you can just stick on the edge. Believe it or not, but a lot of shops do use this stuff. So no, this is not for if you don't have enough skills. Sometimes you just need some edge tape because the vinyl won't stick. Also a must. Next up, we got my little Avery Dennison Snitty. This is what I use to cut the vinyl off of the roll. It's almost like a big letter opener. Perfect. I do need to replace the blade sometime soon, but we'll see if it still cuts. And of course, we have a blade box for all the used blades that are dull. This one right here was gifted to me by my teacher, Justin Pate, and it's never failed me, literally. Check out all of these blades inside. So yeah, this is a great thing for safety purposes. You don't want blades just laying around. I also have an Avery Dennison glove that I don't really use anymore, but this is a really great thing to have. And last but not least, I got some 2 Avery Dennison magnets. Because I do all my wrap installs by myself, sometimes it's hard to hold an entire piece of vinyl up by myself. So to fix that, get yourself some magnets. It's almost like you have another person there. But yeah, that's all the things I use to wrap a car. So without further ado, let's wrap this fender. Oh yeah, I'm also going to be filming a POV install for my TikTok and Instagram, so that's the reason why I have this weird contraption around my neck. But if you guys want to check out those videos, be sure to check out my Instagram account and my TikTok account. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Yo, we just hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel. Dude, thank you so much. YouTube has been one of those platforms that I wanted to conquer for a long time, and we are finally chipping away at that milestone. Thank you so much to everyone that's been supporting this channel, whether you're from day one or you just joined yesterday. All the love and support is greatly appreciated. I love you guys so much. 2025 is going to be a crazy year, so let's keep grinding and reach for new milestones. Salud. Alright, so we need about 2 feet of this. That looks about right. Here we go. Nice. Let's get this going. So one of the reasons I absolutely love all glass, no metallic vinyl is because you can really cheat with it, you know? And by cheat, I mean with metallic ones that have transitions, sometimes if it's like this versus like this, the color shift will be different or the metallics will hit different, so you can kind of tell that the shading is a little bit off. But with gloss, it's the same all around. Just a little tip for you. Now, if we want to be resourceful and save some vinyl, we can cut out this portion where the wheel is, because obviously we're not going to be wrapping the wheel. But if you wanted to wrap your mirrors or something, now you have a perfect little scrap piece that pretty much came from nowhere. Ta-da! Look at that. We would have wasted this much vinyl had we just left it on the car. Hey, that's actually kind of perfect. Look at that. oh my goodness. I just got a glimpse at this little color combo right here. Yo, we didn't even start the wrapping process and this already looks like it's gonna hit. I'm so hyped, man. Chef Chris is in the building. I'm such an idiot. I forgot I can cut off this front portion too. Full set, no going back. Damn. Now we have more material. Of course, granted, had I cut them all into one piece, would have been bigger, but overall, it's just little scrap pieces for here and there, so it's perfect. But now we can for sure get started. So, while we're looking at this fender right now, you might be thinking, how the heck is this going to turn into a picture-perfect finish? Well, my friends, first thing we want to do is make a little anchor point. And all that is the area that you make flat first so that you can just work your way outwards. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Now, as mentioned, this stuff is great for wrap install, but it's also great for using it as a lubricant for your squeegee. Because if there's no lubricant and there's friction, you can scratch your wrap. But with lubricant, you're all good to go. Okay, good enough. we're moving through this a lot faster than I expected. So now that we have most of the area glassed out with the squeegee, we can remove the cap sheet. That's another great thing I love about Ravuni vinyl is they all come with cap sheets so you don't scratch up the material while you're squeegeeing away. And another cool thing about this vinyl is it has air release technology, so if there's a little bubble right here in the middle, I can just press it and it would go away. Yeah, looking spiffy so far. Alright. Well, that officially marks our first panel. This looks a lot closer to Phoenix Yellow than I originally assumed, so I am stoked about that. But yeah, everything came out pretty solid. Not perfect, but like a 9 out of 10. Anyway, let's tackle the door next. So we just finished up the driver's side door. As you can see, I left the door handle black. Yes, that was intentional, so you might be getting an idea of what we're going to be doing with this car. But yeah, fender, door, looking pretty good already, nice. And just like the fender, I would say the door is also like a 9 out of 10. Not perfect, but pretty good. Alright folks, so it is day 2 of tackling this wrap. I'm thinking about doing 2 to 3 panels a day, just so I don't overwork myself. But next line of business is to take care of this pillar. I guess it's no longer a quarter panel since we have over fenders. But we're going to do the pillar, and then after that we're going to do the gas cap and the surrounding area underneath. And once that's done, we're going to tackle the over fenders. Let's get it. So we got our knifeless tape set up like so. Now we can bring out the masking tape to mask off the window area. So now that we have the front and rear windshields masked off, we're good to go. I even put a little piece of backing paper on there so I could protect the sticker. I don't know what it is, but I see a lot of JDM cars have it, so I'm gonna keep it. But now, we Gucci. I can't lie guys, I'm a little afraid that once I remove this over fender completely, it might be a little bit hard to get back on. But we shall see what we can do. As for the other side, since there's no gas cap, I could literally just leave the fender on and unbolt these 4. Yeah, 4 screws, and I'll just tuck it in behind. But for this one, because of the gas cap and the areas around it, I have to remove it completely. It is what it is. And I'm also debating. There's this little line right here that shows the original body. I kind of don't want to wrap that. Just leave like a little black accent right there. That'd be sick. But we'll see when we get there. I don't know why I always make things hard on myself. I literally have power tools, but this should make it a lot faster. Not too shabby. Oh my goodness, the car's so dusty. So one thing to note about this that's different from my Honda, on the Honda you can tuck behind the seals. So usually you just cut about like ½ an inch or ½ of an inch of material and then you just tuck it in, right? Well, with this one, there's no way you can get behind those seals, and even if you manage to, you're gonna ruin it. Like, it's guaranteed that you're gonna ruin it. So I have to cut it exactly to the edge. Thankfully the car is black, so anything that shows is just gonna look like extra trim. But let's lock in. This is so nerve-wracking. Don't want to rush this because if you ruin it, then all your work is gone to waste. It's like Call of Duty, man. Gotta focus. So now we have this entire pillar all glassed out, including the top. So we're about to rip the knifeless tape, but before you do that, you want to make sure that you heat up the area, smooth it out. That way, once you rip it and tear it off, it's not going to shrink on you. That's the worst thing that can happen. But we did all that, so now we can just rip the tape. And there you have a clean cut. So here is a look at the pillars. Nice. Not perfect, but still pretty good. Nice. So all this I had to cut by hand. And like I said, thank God this is a black car because you can't even tell where I messed up. But this is that knifeless tape job. Look at how spiffy that is. But dang, that's clean. Bam, pillars are all done. That black roof is so nice. But next we can tackle this part down here. So for this part, it's gonna be nothing crazy at all. I got the scrap piece that we cut from the fender. And we're literally just gonna lay it on like this. This little piece alone is gonna make the entire car look like it's color matched through and through. And that's what we need people to believe. But of course, if you're tuning into this channel, you know all the dirty secrets. Okay, so I changed my mind yet again. I don't know why the two-tone looks so good. So I decided to leave the gas cap black and the surrounding area will be yellow. But now that that's taken care of and that is also taken care of, we can toss the over fenders back on and wrap it on the car so that we have proper support. Now because you guys saw the movie Magic, you guys know exactly how I wrapped it. But to your average Joe, looks like we got full coverage underneath. And if we check over here, did he wrap it all the way? I see yellow. What about over here? I see yellow. What about down there? I see yellow. That's full coverage. Let's go. But next up, I'm going to be taking care of the fender and then the side skirts. And then we could finally hop on to the other side. Alright folks, it's another day and we're back at it. Let's hop right in. That actually came out a lot better than I expected. Here's an up-close look at the quarter panel. Sorry, not quarter panel, over fender. I'm really glad that I decided to keep the hardware silver instead of black. Because if it was black, we would have just had a bunch of little black dots all over, and that would have been, kind of an eyesore. But Zam came out very nice. Look at that, it's like paint. And in the wheel well, we have full coverage all around. Here's a look at the bottom. Nice. Bada bing, bada boom. That's what we do. And now it's time to tackle the side skirts. So I just did a little bit of experimenting off camera and wrapped the side skirt. So what I'm debating on is if I should wrap the back shank, I guess is what you call it. Yeah, so my idea was to just bring it down maybe about like an inch or two, just kind of level it out. But I'm starting to like the look of that, you know? I think we'll just leave the fronts wrapped and then this one unwrapped. If anything, I could always rewrap it in the future, but for now, I'll probably just leave it like this. I really hope you guys are starting to see the vision. Zam, looking solid. But with that piece taken care of, this side is officially done. So now we can start on the passenger side. Yeah, buddy. Just finished up the passenger side fender. This one took me about an hour, so on the quicker side, still not as fast as I'd like it to be, but we're getting there. I'm gonna call it a night for now, but tomorrow I will be tackling the door, pillar, over fender, and side skirt. But so far, yeah, progress is going well. Nice. Time for the money shot. Hey! It's all coming together. We are almost there, folks. Guys, we are making great progress. We officially have both sides wrapped, so that means we can start on the bumpers and the trunk. But hey, it's looking pretty spiffy. Woo! That looks pretty dang good. Honestly, the drift missile look is a vibe, but y'all know me, I am a huge fan of wings, so we gotta slap that GTR wing back on there. But we're almost done, guys. Check it out. So now that the trunk is done, all that we have to do is rear bumper and the front bumper. I thought about wrapping the taillights, but I'm thinking about leaving them black. Reason being is because the more yellow there is on this car, for example, the fender connected to the trunk, if this whole thing was all yellow, it would kind of just look like a banana slug, and I don't want that. So we're breaking up the panels with little hints of black. For example, the roof. We have a little black right there on the side skirts too. Mirrors, hood. It's all gonna work out fine. But I'm gonna go ahead, slap the wing back on, and then we'll start wrapping the rear bumper. So I ended up knocking out the rear bumper off camera, but that means last but not least, to tackle the front bumper, and then we are all done. I will probably knock out this one off camera as well, just so I could save a grand reveal for you guys. But here's one last look at how the car sits. Pretty nice. Got a little JDM Bumblebee. I'm super excited to show you guys what I come up with, but yeah, till next time. I'll catch you guys soon. Alright guys, I am officially done with the wrap. Right now I'm about to meet up with Vaughn and Dylan to do a photo shoot for the reveal, but let's go see their reactions. Ah, damn, disgusting 냄새나요. Good to see you, good to see you.
We feel kind of nice.
Right. It's safe to say the boys absolutely love the new wrap. Look at that. Steering wheel matches the wrap job. That was a total coincidence. I did not plan that, but shout out to Kristen for the brand new Momo steering wheel. Alright, so we pulled up to the filming location. You guys ready for the grand reveal? 3, 2, 1. Dun dun dun. Hey, I told you guys I would be doing a two-tone Honda inspired build on this. That's exactly what we got right here. As you can see, I left the front lip, hood, roof, mirrors, left the side skirt, door handle, gas cap, and the little blade on the wing black. and this is our final product. We got this two-tone R32 that I absolutely love. I've never seen anything like this before, so I'm super excited to reveal it to the whole world. As I'm filming this, I'm trying to anticipate your guys' reactions. Some may like it, some may not, but I absolutely love it. When it came to designing this car, I didn't really know how it would turn out, so I did a little mock-up in Forza. I'll put it up on the screen. I'd say it's pretty accurate to the final product, but as you can see, I left the tail lights and the little Skyline bar unwrapped, and I even left the little bottom part of the rear bumper unwrapped, so it kind of looks like we have a lip on the rear bumper. But yeah, it's a cool little use of colors. I really love wrapping black cars specifically for this reason. Check out the little Honda inspo on the wing, kind of like Type R's, you know what I'm saying? Limited edition. Nice. I told you guys I would wrap the end plate yellow and leave that blade black, and that's exactly what we did. Came out super fire. Wrapped the body kit, the doors looking solid. Ooh, I even fixed the fitment with the bumpers, because remember before it was like sagging by an inch or two. I was also debating on if I should wrap the back part of the side skirt yellow, just like how I did with the fronts, but once I stuck my thumb up to it and kind of did that, it basically looks like the side skirt is non-existent, so I'm gonna leave that unwrapped so it's more obvious. I still have yet to add on the rear spats again, but we'll get to that in the future. But for now, I'm really loving the way the car looks. Super solid. Huge shout outs to Ravuni for sponsoring this wrap and for also sponsoring the Lavender Civic wrap. They're real ones. I do want to toss on white wheels with this build, but for now, I'm really loving the way the gunmetal P1s look. And if you guys remember, I do have those wheels from Tech 3, and I did buy some spacers, so maybe I could fit those onto this car. But if not, I'll just have to powder coat these wheels in the future. But for now, I absolutely love this car so much. Yeah, I'm so happy about this. Have y'all ever seen an R32 done up like this before? I'm pretty sure you haven't, but that's the Moddism way. We make our cars unique and we do what we love. Even if it's not everybody's taste, gotta appreciate the beauty and differences. That's what being open-minded is all about. Yeah, everything flows on this car, even with the Momo steering wheel, and I got my yellow microfiber in there. When I was wrapping the car, there just happened to be a lot of yellow things in the garage, and I was like, huh, this is so perfect. I am so in love with this car. I know some of you guys might say the black looked better, and I'll be honest, the black did look clean, but there's just so many black R32s that they all kind of look the same. But now, for sure, this car is much more unique. I can't wait to register this in its first show. Install for this car took about a week, not as quick as I would like it to be, but we're definitely getting faster. I would say the job I did on this car is maybe about like a 7 or 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's definitely not bad. The inlays came out very nice. I really enjoy how I did that because I was contemplating on leaving it black, but the color match is the way to go. And other than that, there are some spots on this car that are not perfect, but I'm not gonna show you guys that, just so leave it up to your imagination on what's wrong with this car. But yeah, I'm super happy with how everything turned out. I think I just fell in love with this car that much more. Well, folks, that's going to bring us to the end of today's very long episode. I hope you guys enjoy the new color on the Skyline, because I sure am. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to Ravuni for sponsoring this wrap along with the Civic. And again, if you want to wrap your car in Ravuni vinyl, be sure to use code Moddism for 12% off of your order. It's great stuff. I love it. But I also want to give a huge thanks to you guys for tuning into this video and for making it all the way to the end. And once again, thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. It's so surreal that we are building up this community of positive car enthusiasts. In a world full of negativity, positivity is always a breath of fresh air. So thank you to every single one of you for playing your part. And of course, if anybody wants to represent Moddism to the world or learn more about us, be sure to go to moddism.com, link in the description below. That's where all of our merchandise and information is located. I know the video is long, so I'm just going to be keeping it short and sweet. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. 2024 has been extremely insane, and I can't wait to see what next year has in store for us. But here's to reaching new limits. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already. But as always, my mod is stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll catch you guys soon.